èèyàn wàhálà ńlá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ wàhálà ńlá leléyìí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ní Nàìjíríà. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó pẹ́ táwọn èèyàn ti ń pariwo wípé ńkọ́ o, àwọn agbésùmọ̀mí tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń mú tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń fi sílẹ̀ yìí tó bá yá omi má lè tàn ìwẹ̀gbin yín lẹ́nu, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn olóṣèlú Nàìjíríà wọ́n kọ etí ọ̀gbọ́n yín, wọn ò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n gbọ́. Bá a ṣe ń wí yìí, wọ́n ti ránṣẹ́, wọ́n ti pàrokò sí wọn ní National Assembly. Ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yóò ṣọ̀rọ̀ kékeré o. Bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, wọ́n ti fi lẹ́tà ránṣẹ́ sí wọn ní National Assembly pé wọ́n fẹ́ bọ́ǹbù National Assembly mọ́ wọn lórí. Ní àwọn speaker lóríṣiríṣi lóníkàkú bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní da òyìnbó òpè rẹ̀ bolẹ̀, lọ́bẹ̀ sí ní sọ báyìí, náà ń sọ báyìí. Ẹ wò ó, ẹ farabalẹ̀ kí wá lọ gbọ́ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Tá a bá ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn wípé Nàìjíríà kò lè ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́, á dàbẹ̀ pé àsọdùn là ń sọ. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ farabalẹ̀ kí wá lọ wo ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Àsìkò ti tó báyìí tí ààrẹ Tinubu tó yẹ kán jẹ́wọ́ ọmọ ọkọ, kí wọ́n tètè bá wa pín Nàìjíríà yìí. Àbí àwọn wo la fẹ́ sọ pé àjọ ń jẹ́ wọ́n Nàìjíríà báyìí? Ṣé àwọn agbésùnmọ̀mí náà la máa ṣe Nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀? Ó lágbára o. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ kí wá lọ gbọ́ ohun tí àwọn speaker tí wọ́n ń sọ pẹ̀lú oríṣiríṣi òyìnbó tí wọ́n ń sọ. Ó lágbára, ẹ wá lọ gbọ́ ohun tí wọ́n ń sọ. Ẹ wá lọ gbọ́ ohun tí wọ́n ń sọ.
We have received threats from terrorists to bomb National Assembly complex and threats from protesters to lock up the National Assembly. Legislators are exposed to threats from constituents and other Nigerians who gained easy access into their offices without any formal invitation or appointment. It is obvious that with the ongoing security challenges, if proper measures are not taken, legislative activities will be truncated in the National Assembly. And if activities are thwarted, there will be no representation, no oversight, no annual budget, there will be no plenary at all. And all this will destabilize legislative procedure, democracy, and the stability of the system and the nation at large. Effective security management needs a total approach that requires various elements to be integrated together in order to secure our environment for legislative procedure to function effectively and maximally. That is why this bill is very important, because it seeks to address all the challenges as aforesaid and adopted world-based practices of parliamentary security procedures and architecture. In conclusion, the need for effective security measures in the National Assembly cannot be overemphasized. This is because Parliament needs to be accessible to the public in order to uphold democratic values, making it difficult to implement stringent security measures without affecting others' interests. However, this bill is committed to ensuring best security architecture in the National Assembly to protect legislators, staff, visitors, and property. I therefore admonish our state assemblies to critically look at their security architecture in order to have a robust security of the state assemblies. With these few points of mine, I wish us peaceful and fruitful hearing deliberations that will ultimately bring turnaround in the National Assembly security architecture. Our presence here today reflects a shared commitment to the fight against insecurity. Security is very crucial to all arms of government, especially to the legislative arm, because it is an institution where legislators, staff, executive, judiciary, individuals, organizations, protesters, demonstrators, and many more troop into on a daily basis in their droves to pursue one thing or the other. Due to this daily influx of people into the parliament, criminals seek and attempt to take advantage of the situation to infiltrate in order to conduct their dubious behaviors. The National Assembly of Nigeria is going through a lot of security challenges. We have experienced car thefts, motorcycle thefts, vandalism, fake identity cards, unwanted visitors accessing the National Assembly without documentation, petty trading, which makes National Assembly to look like a small market.
Before you, holding brief for my principal, the Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, on this very important public hearing, seeking for a piece of legislation to structure the activities of the Sergeant at Arms, which is saddled with the responsibility of fortifying and securing the National Assembly complex. This piece of legislation, if passed, it will enhance, fortify, and provide an enabling environment for the parliament of this very important country, not only to function, but to enable the parliament do their legislative activities, which distinguish democracy and other forms of government. At this very important point in time, we really need this piece of legislation to help and enforce, fortify, and improve our nascent democracy. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my job is very simple. It's to implore all our invited guests that please kindly avail this very important committee with necessary input, necessary informations, documents, and views that will help us have a piece of legislation that is at par and in tandem with the global best practice. For my colleagues, I have no doubt in my mind that the assembly of capable, able members of the 10th Assembly, I'm very pretty sure that they will do justice to these reports. Collect information, inputs, memorandums, and submissions by other sister organizations, invited group and interested party men. And please try as much as possible in your report to be fair, balanced, and just. It is on this note that I have the singular privilege and honor to declare this public hearing on behalf of my speaker and the leadership of the 10th House of Representatives open. I therefore declare it open. Thank you very much.
Assembly. We tell you that, Mr. Speaker and the Speaker, I must say that the National Assembly of Nigeria is one of the best building ever produced in Nigeria, in the Parliament. In the sunlight, this piece of legislation will enhance the security architecture of this National Assembly. And I want to encourage many participants to make their own contribution. We are willing to learn from you and unlearn, so that by the time this bill is assented, you come into the National Assembly, the statute and arm will be services, welfare will be enhanced, the entry services will be enhanced, and we'll have a seamless acceptance into the National Assembly that will be a place where we train people and untrain people for the future later. On this note, I want to use this opportunity on behalf of the chairman and members of the committee and say, welcome, thank you, the Speaker, and thank you for those that have come for be part of it. We wait while we see the Mr. Speaker off, we wait so that we go to the technical aspect. Thank you and God bless.
Units of National Assembly. They are the first phase that visitors who come to this National Assembly see. Most of us, before we became members, when we come here, you are our first contact. And the way you behave to visitors is the face of National Assembly. We want to thank you for the job you're doing, and that's why we are willing to help on this bill, to see that we do everything we can in our powers to see that this is passed. So may I just go straight to my job? A bill for an act to provide for the establishment and the functions of the Legislative Security Directorates in the National Assembly, to provide for the qualification and condition of service of the Sergeant at Arms and other personnel of the Directorates and for related matters, 2024. HB 1632, sponsored by Honorable Rotimi Akintude, enacted by the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Number 1, establishment of the Directorate of Legislative Security. Number 2, functions and powers of the Directorate. Number 3, head of the Sergeant at Arms and staff of the Directorate. Number 4, qualification for appointment as head of sergeant at arms. Number 5, tenure of the head of the sergeant of arms. Number 6, cessation of the office of the head of sergeant at arms. Number 7, condition of service. Number 8, prohibition of firearms and ammunition. Number 9, possessing of firearms and ammunition by sergeant at arms. Number 10, use of firearms and ammunition. Number 11, establishment of armory. Number 12, immunity and privileges. Number 13, powers to make regulations. Number 14, powers of the head of the sergeant of at arms. Number 15, transition and savings. Number 16, interpretation. Number 17, citation. Okay, and we have explanatory memorandum. This bill seeks to provide for the establishment and functions of Legislative Security Directorate in the National Assembly, to provide for the qualification and condition of service of the sergeant at arms and other personnel of the Directorate. Thank you.